Hey, Stephen Tenor here, Tenor Talk, where we speak truth and from the heart. Always, what's going on, people? It is March 6th. It is 5 Eastern. We are excited. We are healing people. We are doing great stuff. I'm just going to make sure the social media is live. If you can, the moment you can hear me in the YouTube chat, please let me know that you can hear me. Let's see what's going on here. YouTube chat. Oh, please let me know. I hear me there. All right, let's check Rumble very quickly. How's everyone doing today? Let's see what's going on. Okay, that looks like it's working. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I have Miss Sophia Eric in the studio waiting to come on in. We did a great show last week. We're not sure if Bernd will be joining us today. We'll see. We'll get a message, but we've got another great show lined up. We're going to do another live aura reading here on the air, so you guys can see live how amazing this device is. Hello, Deborah. I guess you can hear me. Just say yes, I can hear you there. How we doing? And yeah, we're going to do another reading. It's going to be really cool. We're going to see how amazing this device is. Not only can it scan your whole body and let you know what's going on mentally and physically, it can go into the subconscious. It can tell you about your baggage from your ancestors' baggage, because believe it or not, your ancestors left you with some shit from generations ago. Isn't that crazy? That's why we're all screwed up. Anyway, not all of us, but let me bring Sophia in here before I embarrass myself. What's up, lady?
Hi, Stephen.
What's going on, lady? I've been so excited waiting for the show. I feel not that last week wasn't amazing. They're all amazing when we talk about this device, but for some reason I'm just so excited about today's show. I don't know. Maybe it's just the energies of what's going on around the world. I don't know. What about you?
Well, me too. I am extremely excited, and I feel like everything is opening up right now. I hear more and more people talking about it, almost like frequencies everywhere. I'm hearing all kinds of words related to frequencies, and it's amazing because I think people are becoming aware that there are solutions out there. You don't have to give up. You don't have to just like give in to, okay, I guess this is a sign to me. No, it isn't. It is not a sign to you. And what you just said, Stephen, with the subconscious is so important. We act to about at least 85% during our daily affairs out of our subconscious and what's in there, because our subconscious basically is, I always say, what you don't know, you don't know. We don't know. It's subconscious. So if we can tap into that and we can recondition that, and Bernd, who is supposed to be joining us today, he said it'll take about 3 months with the Healy to recondition your subconscious if you want to recondition, let's say, if you want to, let's say, transform your life, right? And you're heading in a certain direction, you started a business or you have some kind of endeavor in your life, and you're working on a specific topic, then you'll want to work for about don't want to give away too much now, but what we're going to do, but it'll take about 3 months, and until then you're going to see the manifestations happening. You're going to see the results coming. It's just mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing.
I can confidently say I'm hearing everything you're saying. I'm sending the links to everyone that needs to be hand fed stuff. You know what I mean? Here, that's how helpful I am. I got anyway. So I'm sending the links out here. I'm listening to what I can speak from personal experience at this point with this device. It's helping me. You guys know I wouldn't be able to run this studio before without wearing my reading glasses. They're over here for very small things, but my eyesight's coming back. So that's one of my personal experiences with this. I've been treating my dad with this device. He's going to be 88 in May. His perkiness is like coming back. Like I noticed because I've come back home and I'm working with the family, and I'm noticing I've removed my dad. I spoke with the doctor. We've got him off of a few medications now, right? As a result of me treating him and getting involved in his health, because just a sidebar, we have to get involved with our elders. We may be estranged from them or whatever, but this is what's changing. So now I have like more love. I think a part of the programs that have been running, you're speaking about the subconscious and about the problems we may have. Everyone has, not everyone, but a lot of people have suffered a bad childhood, may not have the best of relationships with their parents or grandparents, and we also carry that baggage, whether you know it or not. We most
Yeah.
likely don't know it. We carry that ancestral baggage. It moves forward with us, and we're like, I just sometimes you just don't understand what's going on, why you can't get ahead, why you have these feelings of depression, anxiety, these things you go through when everything seems to be okay in life. And that most likely will be the baggage, the ancestral baggage that you just don't know how to get rid of because you don't know it's there, right? And I'm experiencing that as well because I've had the Healy for a few months now, and I run the aura reading. I vibrate with the aura reading. I treat myself with frequency. I treat myself with Bach flowers. You were treating me before I had the Healy with these things. And those things have been able to help me emotionally and mentally because I'm opening up to openness and forgiveness for things that have happened to me and my family when I was younger, right? So I can speak from firsthand experience that works. And then that's just the appetizer of this thing. You know what I mean? Right now I'm running eyes harmony and my eyesight is coming back. Now, people that have been following me know that I was manifesting my healing, tapping into my power before I started running the eyes harmony, and my eyesight started to come back a little bit just before I got the Healy. But now I run the Healy with the different eyes program, and my eyes are getting better. I can see things in the chat here. I couldn't see that
It's
before.
amazing.
People knew early on. People knew that. My sister, over six over 60 years,
Mm.
asthma, suffering terribly. It was like the thing in the family, suffering terribly with asthma since she was an infant. 60 something years ago, you're in tents in the hospital. Like this was since she was an infant. My sister no longer has, I got to be, well, I don't want to be careful because people know me, know that I don't give a shit. Like, I don't want to have to be careful to say she's cured of asthma. She doesn't have the symptoms of asthma anymore. She hasn't been on her nebulizer machine in well over 2 weeks. She's not taking her medication in 2 weeks. And she hasn't used her inhaler in 2 weeks. So she no longer has symptoms. So
Well, you're stating facts.
when am I allowed to say
You're just stating
she's
facts.
cured of asthma? And when am I allowed? I don't give a shit, FDA. Okay? Okay, FDA, because you don't want us to know about a machine like this, because you want us to be drugged up and you want to slowly murder us because you're in bed with the pharmaceutical companies, all right? So kiss my ass. She's cured of cancer, okay? And there's other people not suffering with diabetes, right? If they're not taking their insulin, if they're not on medication, if their sugar is stable and it's well over a month, what's the terms? Are they cured of diabetes? I'll say it. I'm not saying it for the company. I represent Steve Tenor, Dr. Tenor, social media doctor, curing people with this device, and that's what I say, okay? So kiss my ass if you don't like people being cured. That's what's happening. All
Let
right,
me,
what do you got to say,
can I say
Sophia?
something
Before
too?
I get fired up, what do you got to say?
So I would like to say something about free will. So we're all the opinion, probably, well, there's this notion out there, right, about free will. So what about the fact that so much of what we're doing and how we're doing things and how we're directed emotionally is coming out of our subconscious, which is like a big dark room. We don't know what's in there, right? So how does that affect our ability to act out of free will, right? So what happens when we can bring something up from the unconscious and it becomes conscious? It goes from being a subconscious habit that we don't know why we have it because we keep on repeating things over and over again in our life or experiencing the same things over and over again and we don't know why. When it comes up to the surface, we can then start to see what it is that has conditioned or kept us in that conditioning. And so something goes from being a habit, a subconscious habit, to a choice. Now we get to choose. That's where free will kicks in. So we do have free will to a certain extent, but not to a very big extent. And so I love that movie Limitless because what I'm feeling is all of these beautiful new solutions that are coming in are adding to actually that, which is solutions that don't have to do with medication, don't have to do with drugs. Like enough of it. Like, and we've had enough of all of these pills that have not helped us and have numbed us down to the point where we don't freaking even know who we are anymore. I heard that depression. Sorry, this is really extreme, I know, but I heard that shootings and extreme acts in this direction are closely connected to drugs that are given for depression. That's,
Yeah,
that's so scary.
it's time. It's already happening. The proof is in the pudding. I've never been involved in something that has just such an amazing rate. I mean, what do we have, about just about 30 people now that we've helped finally have this device in their hands, or they're in our group and or are being treated with frequencies, and there's no one that hasn't, and people, and a few of these people just got their devices like yesterday, so it's too soon to tell what's going on with them, but no one hasn't been able. I mean, we've had lives turning around. Tina, who got rid of her anxiety, her depression, whatever she had going on, that she couldn't leave the house, she couldn't drive. She drove for the first time in 8 years. Did you guys see that? Those that got to see that video, it was beautiful. This is the type of things that are going on. My sister with the asthma. There's two other people, same stories with the asthma. No more medication. No more junk. No more poison going into the body. A couple of our ladies are older ladies have fibromyalgia. They're working on their pain. They're sleeping through the night. There's so many beautiful stories. We don't have to talk. We can send these things. We don't have to labor on it. I thought I saw Molly in the chat, because Molly, I got a little excited last week when whoever, I forget who we pulled in, and there was a little bit of a mess. And I see Molly. Does Molly still want to, because we sent her stuff. Is Molly in the chat? Molly, are you going to be around? And if you're up for it, we'll do your reading, because I kind of pulled you in, and then
Why don't we quickly also just probably announce that Bernd, he is actually in Prague. He's in Europe. He just arrived in Prague, and his internet connection for some reason just gave in, and so he's going to be with us on the weekend. So
yeah, we might pop him in here. He's working on it. He might
Yeah.
wind up in. I see him poking in and out of the studio, but until I see it nice and solid and everything, so he may wind up in here. But we're gonna. We learned
Jill
from
is
the
like-
best, so we can pull off exactly what he did. But briefly, you want to tell Sophia how, while we and if Molly isn't here, if we're gonna do an aura reading here in a few minutes. So if Molly isn't there,
Oh, here
if
she
someone
is.
wants to do it, just put in the chat that you're willing to do it. You have to be technically inclined. You have to be technically little adapt here to send things and get on your phone and the thing. If you don't do that, don't put in. But if Molly's not here, put in if you would like a aura reading live on the air here, and we'll get to you in a minute. But
Awesome.
Sophia, he got involved because his wife had like a 4-point-something centimeter stage 4 cancer, and this device was able to help shrink it down to.
Yeah, he worked with Nuno Nina, and he has 7 cancer clinics in Europe, and I think after 9 weeks, they were able to shrink it down. I can't tell you the percentage. It was like, they shrunk it down something between 1/4 and 1/5 of the size in 9 weeks, and cured his wife. So no mainstream pharmaceutical process. This was a blessing with frequencies. So incredible. Oh, Jill's giving us grief with older ladies. Oh,
Well, I
Jill,
didn't say anyone's name, so it's up if people want to give their name, and so I was talking about. So they're like, they're like my aunts. They're a couple years older than me. They could be my aunts. Someone 5-6 years older than you could be your aunt. Anyway, I love you all. So we're gonna. I think Molly, did I see here? Yeah. So you had the email. So hopefully check your email, Sophia, and Molly should have her stuff there. I'm going to, if you want to load her up, we're going to do Molly's aura reading here in a few
give
minutes.
me like 1 minute.
I'm going to jump you out of here for a second. So guys, here's what's happening. Here's the truth and the facts. There are people that don't believe in things because all of our lives we've been sold everything. And whatever, I don't want to sound like a salesperson. I really don't. I have to tell you, you guys know me, I love you, but I don't give a shit if, you can tune out right now, or you can stick around and you can be a part of something if you need healing or you have a loved one, a friend or a family that is suffering from anything, depression, anxiety, physical ailment, any of these things. This device is changing lives. It's changing my life. I just told you what it's doing for me. My vision is being restored. I believe I'm actually in the best physical shape of my life. I'm hardly working out. I'm running the weight program. I just randomly, I don't even, I have to learn a few more things, but I just randomly run programs when I'm not running my eyes and certain things. I do scan myself and I run the things that it tells me, but I'm running like the digital nutrition things. I'm running the weight program, hair harmony. I'm literally losing weight. I'm doing less now than when I was driving back and forth across the country like a lunatic for the last 17 months. I'm doing less now, and I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm running the organ programs. I mean it. So take it for what it's worth. That's it. And we have story after story after story after story. Everyone that we got this device in the hands or we've been treating is having a result, some type of positive result to an absolutely 180 life-changing result. The proof is in the pudding. That's it. So stick around, just gather the information and keep watching what's going on if you're a skeptic, which I understand because after all, the devil's been around for a long time and he's been very deceptive. So I don't blame you guys, but Jesus and justice for all is how this movie ends. So maybe Sophia has everything in here. You got everything punched in there, lady?
I'm done. I'm ready.
Wow, you're fast. So we're gonna bring. I got to send Molly the link, right? We got to bring her in here.
That would be great.
Yeah, I'm just talking, and I forgot to send her the link. So, where is that link? How did I send it to you?
Shall I
Here
send
it is.
Okay.
Here it is. So, what would you like to say, Sophia, while I send this to Molly? Molly, I'm gonna have your number. I think. There you are.
Well,
Look at you.
I'm
By
so
the way, quickly, Molly does web work and she's really cool. And she actually did my website. And I met her while I was running around the country doing truther type of stuff. And she's a very wonderful person. And I'm so excited for her today. She'll share her story. And I know this device is going to be so powerful and so helpful for her and her family, and we'll get to that in a second when there she is. So bring her in a minute. And Sophie was going to say something.
Yeah, just really briefly, Rebecca Lockie, you had a question. Shawnee, please send her the email address so she can send us send us an email so you can lead her to our social media platform so she can come into our group so we can help her with those questions. And then the second thing is I wanted to tell everybody who's watching, it's very helpful if you relax and you just follow this whole reading along with Molly. It's going to reinforce the intention and send positive thoughts, be in gratitude, maybe get a glass of water, relax, and just enjoy the show.
Yeah, I'll share the emails at the end for everyone. Just chill, and the email will be under the final video and stuff for you to send us an email. Tell us how you saw this video, if someone gave it to you, or how you got here, and send any questions at all, anything at all. You will send it to that email address. But here's Miss
Hi, Molly.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes. What's up, lady?
Not much. Just, I got in.
You got in. You're in. I know that you're not technically challenged.
Nope.
I am on a certain level. The ladies had to help me behind the scenes today with some stuff. So, anyway, Sophia's got your thing. I'm gonna let her take it from here. We'll blow through. I'll be watching here on the side, and just relax, be open, be honest, and just enjoy this and get ready for some really beautiful things to happen. Do you want to do the thing, or do you want to do? When do you think is a good time to maybe have Molly tell a little bit about herself and what's going on with her life before or after?
I would say maybe in between or after. then we just leave it to the Healy to
So
see
she
what.
can relax right now and get into a good
Yeah.
mood. Okay, let me get out of here and shut the hell up, and let me leave it to the trained professionals.
Thank you, Steve.
Hi, Molly. Nice to meet you.
It's nice
Hi.
to meet you too.
Do you have a glass of water?
I do.
Yes, perfect. Okay, thank you. So what? Me too. Okay.
Cheers.
So, this is in and itself a healing session. So after the healing, we're going to add an affirmation, and
Okay.
we're going to it's basically a gift in the way it functions. And then you're going to the frequencies are going to work in your system for the next intensely for the next 3 days. And so you just really need to drink a lot of water, relax, and yeah. Let's just start. I need to share my screen. Do you have any questions before?
No, I watched the one before, and yeah, I'm just thankful that you're doing this. Thank you.
Okay. How can I'm just trying to figure out how I can share my screen because it's not.
It's next to the video icon, I think, right? I don't know. It doesn't show.
No, I see where it is, but for some reason it's not. Let me share screen. There we go. Oh, okay. Now I see what I haven't been doing. Okay. Let me just technically. Oh, awesome. Okay. Tell me if you see the screen.
I see it. Yes.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's start.
So I can make this a bigger screen too, right? Let's see. There we go. Yeah.
Just needs to connect and then perfect. So now it's connecting to your energy your energy field, your information field, or it's connecting to you through the information field.
Wow.
Okay, beautiful. See, this is your. I need to take my photo. Okay, it's a bit bigger. Okay, so I'm going to send this to you in an email. So we're going to analyze this. Okay, so we see here right away. These are your chakras, your 7 chakras, your energy centers, and you have 2 that are lower than they could be, right? So overall, your energy level is 52. So we're going to take a look into this and see why is that? What is hiding in your system that is lowering your energy? That is basically draining energy. That is not beneficial. So we're going to here interpretation. It's the 3, the crown. So here, forehead and crown chakra, and then the sacral chakra. So we're going to look into that.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to send you a detailed version of this PDF in an email after. Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm going to start off with the first one. This is the person has learned to control their psychic perceptions. So all of these statements basically are in need of rebalancing. They're showing up because there's something off balance with all of these topics, which can come from any place, any experience, anything that you experienced in your life, but also maybe conditioning coming down from the family. So this could be anything. Okay. Next topic is the person has a spiritualized attitude towards their life, which is far from real life and alien to it. So we're gonna resolve these things in a minute. Right now, what we're really just reading is the present state. So this is not the resolution yet. This is just the present state.
Okay.
Next topic. This is highest intensity. So this is affecting you highly. The person is trying to have a spiritual experience through sexual techniques such as misunderstood tantric exercises. I won't comment on that. It's just here, so you can maybe relate to it, maybe not. This could be something in that direction as well.
Okay.
So just let me know that. Okay. So this next one is also high intensity. The person cannot assert their need to be alone with themselves more often, although they would like to be. So this is ancestral. This is family lineage. So the next one is the person. This is also highest intensity. The person gives their love only when they feel emotionally connected. So there seems to be a wound on in the heart chakra that wants rebalancing. Crown chakra, medium intensity. The person has experienced a dominant father or dominant man. Then third eye chakra. Due to lack of spiritual awareness, the person confuses the feelings of unity, soul level, with the spiritual level, individuality. Okay. Then medium intensity, the person perceives relationships as emotional extortion. So this is something that can just be a leftover from an experience that was made in whichever way, and this could be something present state. I can't resonate. I mean, I don't know what resonates with you, but this is going into the subconscious. We were in the conscious until now. These are topics that you might all be fully aware of. Right now, there's an indication that we're going into the subconscious.
Okay.
So this is the heart chakra. The person is ready to let go of the lack of love in their life. They begin to let the love flow. That's beautiful. Okay, that was the last one. So there's just one topic in the subconscious. That's pretty good.
Good.
Because everything conscious we can work on. And so this is just going to accelerate the whole process. So what I'd like you to do is just drink a glass of water, just take a sip, and
Okay.
then just back and close your eyes. I'm going to run the frequencies on you. But before you close your eyes, I would like to add something manually, which is an affirmation. Anything that you desire, anything that you would like manifested in your life in the next 3 months. Is there anything specific?
Oh gosh.
More than one?
Definitely healing the love relationship part. That would be good.
Healing?
Yeah.
Which? Can you say that again, please?
Well, healing heart chakra, definitely.
Mm.
I don't
Okay,
know how
good.
to do as an affirmation. I'm trying to think. I'm so used to just having an affirmation that's told to me. I'm always guided meditations.
Healed in my heart chakra.
Love it.
We could also add my relationships. Would you like to add anything like that? So my relationships and in general are
Yeah.
my
Yeah, my relationships. I have 2 kids, so with my kids and
okay are all are
work.
positive, healing, in healing or healing, um, respectful, nurturing. Anything else? And loving.
I love it.
Okay. Okay, fantastic. So I'm just going to add this. Okay, perfect. So now all you need to do is just relax. If you like, close your eyes, and I'm going to read the affirmations to you which match the present state. So now we're going to go into the desired state. Okay. So I accept my psychic perceptions and integrate them into my life. I have realistic and practical ideas about my life. I understand the tantric path in its fullness as an approach to spirituality. I follow my needs and take enough time for myself. I am loving unconditionally. I am equal with all other people and I develop freely in harmonious togetherness. I have a clear idea of unity, soul level, and spirit level individuality. I make the spiritual experiences that are meant for me in my life. I have harmonious relationships based on unconditional love. My life is full of love. I let the love flow in me and in my life. I am already and in all times healed in my heart chakra. My relationships are positive, healing, respectful, nurturing, and loving. I accept my psychic perceptions and integrate them into my life. We're starting at the top again. I have realistic and practical ideas about my life. I understand the tantric path and its fullness as an approach to spirituality. I follow my needs and I take enough time for myself. That's it. How do you feel?
Good. Very good.
Fantastic. Well, so I'm going to be sending you that, and then I would like to move on
Okay.
and scan through the most important programs that have to do with anything physical. Is there anything that you want to share with me that you have going on in terms of, or with us, anything physical that stands
Um,
out?
I mean, I was in a car accident when I was 13. So, I mean, it didn't really affect me. Like, my body's okay, but I think nerve-wise, I think it may have affected me subconsciously. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, it was a pretty traumatic experience. I lost my mom, my stepdad in the accident. So,
Wow. Oh my
yeah, yeah,
gosh.
yep. So I was with them when it happened too. So it was a lot to handle as a 13-year-old.
I have
So,
goosebumps. That is extreme.
yeah, yeah. So, and I don't know. I feel like my mom and my stepdad kind of helped me, to align and meet people. And I really felt this was a gift, definitely. Um, my mom was 40 when she passed away too. So I just turned 41 this week. So, this is a very great way to, just check in, because there was a lot to carry. It is a lot to carry.
Do
And
you feel like that experience is still very active in your, like, is it a very active topic in your life still?
in my love life, it is. I have a big what's abandonment issues. That's a big thing that I have that I don't realize, and it'll kind of come out where it's like a subconscious way, but then a trigger in a way because I don't know how to react or um, not or over. If I overreact, I don't realize when I do. So I've always been trying to have like a middle ground, like just and I kind of feel like I've retracted relationships where it's like I subconsciously have attracted it and I don't know how, and
Right. And we need to balance and we need to counterbalance and um, uh, um, develop coping mechanisms when these things are still active in our system.
yeah,
When they're released, there's nothing for us to compensate or to balance out. And so that's what the Healy is specialized in, is bringing those topics to the surface, but then allowing them to be released. And so we can actually move on from an experience. Doesn't mean it didn't happen or we can't remember it, but it's not negatively impacting our life, and we can continue because there's so much beautifulness to be experienced. And you're so lucky because I don't know how you were affected, but you came out alive
yeah.
for a
My
reason.
life was saved too. My friend was too. So it
Wow.
was, it was it was a very intense, thing to happen. And
Well, so Bernd, he's working like he literally has 10,000 therapists and 1,000 doctors he's working with on a constant basis with all kinds of topics on a mental, emotional level, physical level. So he said something recently that had a big impact on me. He said, "We women, we mirror the men in terms of topics, so health topics.
yeah,
That's why in Healy, topics can come up that have to do with a man. We're like confused, right?
yep,
Children mirror the parents basically,
yep,
and the animals mirror the humans. So that's why here it's interesting that this comes up, but it's 70%, so it means it's higher um, potency, and then 69% is shiver. So is there anything that you've experienced where you have maybe, are you right now experiencing maybe your immune system is a little weaker, or you've been experiencing shivers, or do you have that?
I don't know what that is, but I've had like a little bit of a sinus infection this week, and so
Yeah, because shivers stands for like a little infection of some sort, and
okay,
sometimes it can show up in shivers. It doesn't have to, but it
okay,
has to do with kind of like, it could be a cold, it could be
okay,
anything like that. Okay, so it's just showing up, but that's going to pass. It's like it's not. This is not something permanent. Okay,
okay.
okay. Let's move on. Um, it just showed up, so this would be beneficial to work on. Um, okay, next one.
Hmm.
I wanted to jump in for a minute. I'm listening, and I'm not a doctor. I have played one on TV, and I self-proclaim myself SMD, tenor social media doctor. So I wanted to give Molly the good news. Don't worry about the stresses of the age and all of that, of what's happening, of when you lost your mom. I'm here to tell you that you're going to be around for a very, very long time, and I know that. With recent life experiences, I know that our loved ones are watching what's going on. I know that my mother is extremely proud of me right now. Um, she's very happy that God saved my life on my birthday a couple years ago and turned it all around. And I know that your mother is very proud of you right now. So start to relax. And she's very proud of how hard you work and with the all the extra burden and all the stuff and the stress that you've got going on. And those that know you are very proud as well. So with the help of the
Thank you.
Healy and with the help of Dr. Tenor, I writing a prescription for you to a script for you to start to relax and know that you are a badass and everything's going to be amazing. Okay, that's it.
Thank
I'll be
you.
right back.
Oh, it made me tear up.
I know.
I know. Oh. Okay, so 62% is thyroid gland. Are you aware of anything?
No,
Because it says toxins and thyroid. Do you have your tonsils?
I do. Yeah,
Okay. So anyway, I'm just interested because you probably
yeah.
mentioned that they were acting up. So toxins and thyroid gland could be connected. Doesn't have to be. I mean, it's in the body, so it's connected. But I mean, as a topic, they're both showing up. So and
And it's interesting too because throat chakra is always hard for me too. I've always had to, I don't know, not speak, like not been able to speak up. So I've always kind of looked at that. I've had blocks there. So that's how I looked at it when this was going on. But
oh, okay.
that's good to know though.
Yes,
As a
yes.
plan.
Yeah, I'm going to be
Wow.
sending those scans as well. So let's move on to the other two
Okay.
programs. Meridian 1. These are the more like the organ related programs. It's easiest to see. So this is a root cause analysis. It doesn't show the symptoms. And it's also categorized in the area of preventive medicine. So it's going to show something that is, let's say, it could be a silent topic in the body. The body fights and tries to protect us from feeling anything until it's just too much, and then we start feeling it. And
Yeah.
so with Healy, we can actually work on those topics and reduce them and eliminate them before it turns into an actual allergy. So here, for example, we have allergy meridian. And
Yep.
so I don't know if you have allergies, but it's showing up.
That's probably what's going on. We had
With the sinus infection.
yeah, I had the sinus infection and it went here. So that's and we have chemtrail planes all over on the sky today too.
Yeah.
So
Well, it says
It's amazing how the device is nailing what's going on. And you right now, Molly, are in Arizona,
yep.
near Phoenix area, and Sophia is in the Adirondacks of New York, clear across the United States. And this device, for people that are having trouble keeping up, is sending frequency out and coming back, and the device is nailing what's going on. Dr. Tenner would like to make a recommendation when you're finished, Dr. Eric. I would like to run bioenergetic harmony 2, and I'm wondering what the bacteria percentage is going to be, and my guess is going to be that it's going to be over 60%. Let's see if I'm learning the Healy a little bit, if you can squeeze that information.
I don't understand. I don't even know. Okay.
If you can run the when you're done with your groups, the meridians, if you could run bioenergetic harmony 2.
On Molly,
Yes.
I just ran both on her.
Oh, you did? What did
Yeah.
the bacteria come up? Because I was multitasking.
No, we had thyroid, we had shivers, so she has an infection. We had toxins, and we had I forgot the other one. I have to go back and look.
That's bio 1. You did bio 2 as well?
Yep, and
Oh,
we
you
did
did.
Meridian 1, and now we're on Meridian 2.
And you did bio 2. Okay, good.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
cool. All right, I missed that. All right, anyway, well, you guys know what's going on. I'll shut up now. I'll be right back.
The lymphatic system is showing. Yeah. Yeah, so lymphatic and spleen and kidney is showing up, but it's a little lower, so it's not.
Well, I'll tell you, the spleen, I ruptured my spleen in the car accident. So that is one, yeah, that's
So it's partially healed, or is it complete? Like medically, is it stated as healed or partially healed?
well, I didn't have to have surgery or anything. Like it ruptured, but that was it. Like so it healed on its own. But
so this is a fully medically licensed device, but being used by what I mentioned, those 10,000 therapists and the 1,000 doctors. That's just the group of people that work with Barrett. There are 10,000s of others that work with this technology, Time Waver and Healy. And so this is a great way of working on injuries, past injuries, to help the body go back and work on these things and resolve anything that hasn't been resolved yet.
Wow.
So there's also a program for stem cell therapy, just on the frequency level. So you're not taking anything, and so that's why we're actually getting people off medications, because the body when it's healed, it doesn't need anything anymore. Okay, so then I would like to do the last one. This is absolutely wonderful. I love this program. It's a very, very big program. So imagine if you can scan the body for what it needs, the vitamins, the minerals, any supplements, and it'll tell you exactly what you need and then send you the frequencies of those supplements, because cells can't tell the difference between a frequency of a substance or just the frequency.
Wow.
It's mind-blowing. I know.
Wow. That's awesome.
There's the future of healing technology. And the interesting thing too, children, because you said children. I have a son, he's 12, are even more challenged than we are because they're in the growth phase. So I'm regularly scanning my. I did a scan last night of my son, and I was surprised. I'm like, new challenges. So his body's constantly challenged with new topics, and he's 12, so he's going to go into puberty. I'm like,
Yeah.
um,
I would love to help my boys too, because I've got my oldest he's autistic too, so there's a lot
oh.
that I could work with him and
Well, we have a medical database that you can have access to, and you could actually put that in as a topic.
okay.
Yeah. Also, here we have 81% alcohol intake, then 64 is lifestyle, 58 passion, 55 minerals. I like that passion. And then 54 fatigue comes after passion.
All right.
So it's kind of like it looks like uh, just more well-being, like in the areas of when we're stressed, lifestyle is just something that gets put by the wayside, and passion and just the feeling of, yeah, we just get exhausted. So I'm not sure. Did you have a glass of wine last night?
No, I don't know why that's so high. I had a beer last night, but
Beer?
that's a beer.
Yeah, well, that's alcohol.
Okay, yeah, but no,
Yeah.
not one. Yeah.
It's funny. It usually just it peaks the next day because that's when the body's like purging the alcohol. So that's
Okay.
probably, if I scanned you in 2 days, we wouldn't
Oh
have this.
yeah, I don't drink that much. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't even a whole beer. So
It's interesting though, right? And sometimes the less we drink, the more the body, or we feel it, right? The body reacts to it. Yeah. Okay. So then I would like to go on with something very powerful, which is the coaching analysis. So this is something where you can, we're going to focus on what we talked about before, which is manifesting something. So shall we create that whole, or what is it that you'd like to have manifested? Shall we add the same topic, or would you like something else? This is an additional manifestation.
definitely would like, I mean, is there a way to just manifest like with my kids included? Like
Anything you like. You can harmonize. You can have, like, we can manifest stronger, better togetherness, more harmony.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause we have a lot of stress. Like I actually think my youngest picks up on things from me. I think he's very empathetic in that way. So a way to align with, him more, well, both of them, but it's just he's one that really he's rough on me.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
gentle,
Okay.
more gentle, interactions and
So let's say my children and I live a loving, gentle,
yeah.
and respectful, live in a loving relationship, right? Live in, or how would you say that? How would you formulate this?
Live in a loving, gentle, and
With each other?
yeah. We're all in an apartment together, so it gets kind of crazy.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm a single mom. I'm like, I, I get it. So
Yeah.
would you add anything to this?
Um, oh, I think that's good.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the database, and here we're going to choose all of the areas. What we're doing now is we're taking this topic as a focus, and we're going to break down the stat from everything that's in between you, status quo, and this result. This is what we're going to energetically break down, collapse, so that it can manifest. So all of the blocks in between, which we don't know what they are, again, right? But the healer's gonna put its finger on it, like, these are the topics. Let's resolve them. Let's balance them out. Yeah, harmonize them. Okay. I'm just gonna add two where two means we're gonna be choosing two topics out of all of these areas because we don't know, how are we supposed to know which areas are relevant?
Right.
Okay. everybody's focused on your optimal results, Molly.
I appreciate it. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is healing. Okay, so now we have, if you like, I would read these again. I'm going to send the vibrations and you can just lean back and I'm going to read them.
Okay.
Drink water.
Wait a second. Let me, yes. Yes, okay. I'm going to do that. So for another 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. I worry about, wait a second. I need to figure this out here. I grow into my perfect wholeness by developing and harmonizing my personal quality, sovereignty in dealing with difficult people. I experience the power, it's too fast. I'm going to have to just jump over a few and then I'll catch up with them.
Okay.
I experience the power to understand and implement the following focus for my benefit and for the benefit of the whole, to gain trust. I accept my thoughts and actively deal with them. I recognize, harmonize, and transform what causes me stress in my job and work, lack of memorization. I realize and develop flexibility. I integrate the aspects of my personality into my being and into my life and express them optimally through words and deeds. I recognize the unconscious causes that lead to my lack of contact with my soul. The wound of my injured self-esteem heals through my integrity. I am aware of my true goals. I dissolve my curses. I experience gentle, regular, and timely harmonization in the area of art of living. I'm aware of my true intentions. I have the courage to approach the person toward whom I feel a deep, loving attraction. My breath is like the wind that carries away from me everything disturbing, painful, and binding, leaving me in pure, liberated silence. I trust the silence. It guides me and protects me. I give up all fears and hopes and let it. Even in difficult situations, I do not give up the intention to achieve the goals. I have to jump over that one. It's too fast. I experience the power to understand and implement the following focus for my benefit and for the benefit of the whole, to narrow down a subject. I experience the power to understand and implement the following focus for my benefit and for the benefit of the whole, to gain trust. I accept my thoughts and actively deal with them. I recognize, harmonize, and transform what causes me stress in my job and work, lack of memorization. We already had that. I realize and develop flexibility. I recognize the unconscious causes that lead to my lack of contact with my soul. The wound of my injured self-esteem heals through integrity. I'm repeating some of them. I am aware of my true goals. I dissolve my curses. Okay, so some of them I had to skip over because it was too fast. So I'm going to send you these. They were now transmitted via frequency into your energy field. You imagine negative conditioning and experiences, negative energy being replaced. It's not energy, it's frequency. So frequency is everything that has to do with a set of information. Information is an experience we had, any sort of data in our field that is connected to an occurrence, a past experience, anything in our current life situation, or something that was carried down to us through our ancestors. So the healer goes and it will take that information and exchange it. So that's how we transform. Same thing, we have a belief and we come to the realization, wait a minute, I don't think that makes sense anymore. I want to rethink this, and then we come to a different conclusion and we transform. So that's basically that's what the Healy does. So I'm going to be sending this to you.
And it works.
Yeah.
I wanted to jump in earlier when you were talking about the kids. There's also there's so much data and testimonials all over the place. There's a Facebook group with like 70,000 plus people in, and I jump in there quickly when like something new really pops up, you know what I mean, which you can get in through all the Healy programs and with the doctors and all of these things and set up all of these plans. But sometimes I just go into the group to read what people are working on when I'm discussing something with somebody that has a new issue, and like you're bringing up the children. So I go in with children, and I've read several things with the kids with that have bad ADHD or autistic, some very very bad, that just from attacking their parents every day to all of these things. And I read, it's amazing the results after like sometimes a day, maximum 2 to 3 days. They run the frequencies, and they tell what different frequencies they're running on the kids. And when you read about these beautiful transformations that are happening with kids that are one day violently throwing shit, and attacking their parents, to 2 days later hugging them, and saying, I miss you, mom. And they're starting to read books and they've never read before. You see all the pictures, it's like, you're never going to believe it. After 5 years, they're reading their first book. And it's really amazing what's going on. So it's really cool. So I wanted to comment on that. So already start to see those positive things happen. I mean, I don't know what exactly your situation is,
Yeah.
but start to see those positive things. This device will help you. And I want to make sure you get in touch with me right after him, Molly, because like we have to get this thing for you, because you can return it in 2 weeks. So I mean, people can get this thing and see transformations right away. No one has returned this thing yet. So why wouldn't anyone not want to get involved in something that they can use, check out, and then you can return it in 2 weeks? But here's the bad news: you're not going to return it. Anyway, no, but it all happens. So I'll jump out there for a second, and you ladies continue doing a good job, by the way, ladies. Thanks a lot.
We're
Oh, you're
done.
done? Oh, good.
Stephen,
Let's get the hell out of here.
yeah, we're done with
It's
the
almost
meeting.
68 degrees where I'm at. I'm going outside. I've had enough of you people. No, I mean, guys, this is really 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 cool. Before we close out, we'll put the email address. Anyone has any questions? You want information? There's other videos we can send you that are more targeted and talking about the device and the programs and the program groups, and there we have everything. Any questions? Please, please, please send us an email. Am I missing any questions in the chat? I think someone had we were going to email that. Did you want to answer that question here? Or are we going to about the when you're using the coil, if someone if a child or someone's nearby? I think with the coil, actually, which is amazing, if you want to treat stuff that's good for two people, you can put the Healy like in between you, and I think two people can be getting treated at once, right? Is that correct with the coil, Sophia? Oh, Sophia jumped out. We lost her. What am I going to do? I'm like, I get stage fright when I don't see any. I'm just kidding. So yeah, there's so many amazing things. We have so many videos. We have everything. Sophia's back. I didn't know what I was going to. I didn't know how to close out the show, Sophia. If you weren't going to come back, I got very nervous.
Oh,
You know me, I'm very nervous in front of a camera. So, but I think you can treat, like if you're sitting, you can run the energy, the relax, release programs and general
yes.
programs. You can run 2-for-1 with the coil. None of these things are going to harm you, by the way, right? I don't believe anyone can get harmed from running a frequency. If a child, you know, that stuff. I mean,
Oh,
I
there's
can't
no
answer
age.
that, but I don't
Yeah,
believe
there's
there's
no.
anything
Yeah.
harmful happening with any of these frequencies
So
under any circumstance, unless they tell you to be careful with people that have pacemakers and such. But I want to tell you guys what I'm doing. My father is going to be 88. I bring the mag Healy there, and I have him put it on his chest, and I crank that mofo up to 100 of whatever I'm running, whether it's prostate or anything. I click the Healy on him with the bracelets, and I crank that mofo up to 100. He's going to be 88, and he's got a pacemaker, and he hasn't like zapped around or he hasn't short circuited. Nothing has happened, and he's going to be 88. So that's what I do. Anyway, I don't know what anyone else does, but I don't think there's really much to worry about here. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
don't put your finger inside the electrical socket
No.
while you're running the Healy, because then you'll get electrocuted. Okay, I recommend that. Dr. Tennant can tell you, don't do any electrical work with the House 110 or 220. That could be painful, and that can give you an electrical shock. But the Healy, I haven't heard any electrical or anyone dying or their hair blowing up or getting a perm or anything from the Healy so far.
It's good.
It could happen. I don't know. But anyway, what says you, Sophia?
So, yeah, so the remarkable thing about the Healy is it pinpoints the root cause of whatever it is that's going on. So it doesn't target the symptom. We're usually aware of the symptoms, but it'll go after the root cause. Sometimes we can have 5 symptoms that are connected to one root cause, and that's what the Healy brings up. So yeah, I don't. So you can use the Healy for anything, because everything, as Tesla said, you understand how the universe works, understand frequencies and energy, and so
if you want the keys to the universe, you have to understand frequency and vibration, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the Healy even works for your animals. You can even scan your animals. Is this correct, Sophia?
She's on my lap right now. My cat is purring like crazy, so she already picks up on
it. Must be feeling that frequency.
Yep.
Woo-hoo. So Sophia is currently treating a couple of horses.
Wow.
I mean, I know you treated Mika.
My cat went into heat. Hormones showed up, and I'm like, oh, poor cat. I forgot she's like in that age, so she wasn't going into heat, and I hadn't even thought about that. She's basically still kind of a kitten in her teenage years, and so I'm like, oh my God, hormones. And I treated her with the Healy, and she went into heat so bad. She was like, I think she was in heat for now 3 months, and we finally found a tomcat now. And so, and now I scanned her again yesterday, and her hormones are just like, they've gone down. So I think she's pregnant.
Oh, all right. We're not going to talk about that. But anyway, so this is awesome. Get your send us an email. Let me throw that up before we get out of here. Where is that? Any questions? Anything? Go get a Healy for and return it after 2 weeks. And they're giving. I think they want everyone to have something. They're giving, like, you buy a Mag Healy, you're getting a Resonance Plus for free this month. They're giving all kinds of stuff. They want to heal the world. They do. So they've made it insane this month. Yeah. It's 75% off if you had a Healy, like one of the lower models. Like, they're giving 75% off for the upgrades. I mean, they're going insane this month. So they want to.
Let's play a video of Healy itself. I would like to play that. Stephen, what do you think?
Oh, go ahead. That's the short video. Go for it. Are you able to get it going there?
Yes.
Go for it, and I will share your screen.
Okay. Now I just need to. Where are we? Here. Okay. Share screen. Okay.
Experience healing. Smart device developed for you to live a balanced life with confidence and comfort. The Healy is a high-tech wearable to support and empower you through a multifaceted approach. It uses individualized microcurrent frequencies, IMF programs, with over 9 million different frequencies designed to promote well-being and vitality. All things in the universe are constantly in motion and vibrate at various frequencies. These frequencies are known to bring form, order, and coherence. Even your body is a system that will only thrive when in natural balance and order. This is where the Healy comes in to harmonize your bioenergetic field. You can operate the device with the Healy app, bringing balance to key aspects of your life. Working, exercising, relaxing, sleeping, and many more. Made in Germany, this innovation was developed by doctors, scientists, and engineers, bringing to life Marcus Schmieka's vision of making holistic health accessible to every human being on this planet. Not only that, the device is also patented and supported by studies designed to fit into your lifestyle. The Healy is compact, travel-friendly, light in weight, and big in impact. Whether you're a holistic health enthusiast, high achiever, or someone aiming to do better, find a sense of belonging in a network of like-minded people seeking a fulfilling future. Healy, frequencies for your life.
All right, Molly, thank you. Get in touch with me after the show. We got to get you hooked up. And I know everything is going to, I know for a fact, I'm confidently going to tell you that everything is going to turn around, and it is starting today. And congratulations. Because that's why I don't say good luck anymore. I see it done. So mote it be, as someone we know that's very important to us, the Wizard. And that's what's happening. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being raw, open, and honest. That's what we have to do. We have to communicate. We have to connect with people. We have to be truthful and honest and loving. And that's what's going to fix this place. And frequency healing. Nothing can stop what is coming. Thank you so much, Molly. We'll be staying in touch. Sophia is going to probably run a few more, zap you a little bit more. So if you like jolting when you walk, just kidding, everyone. Not going to feel it. Not going to feel a thing. Just going to feel good. So thank you so much, Molly. I'll talk to you in a little while. Thank you for participating.
Yes. Thank
You rock. And Molly does incredible web design. So if you want to get in touch with Molly, you can send us an email, and I will forward the information. And if you want to see one of those cool websites, you can visit tenortalk.com. I'll put that up there in a minute. But where is it? Anyway, there it is right there. tenortalk.com. You can see she threw that together for me. And Molly, thank you. I'll catch up with you shortly. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And Sophie and I are going to close this bad boy out. Where is our email address? That's over here.
Yes, for everyone, please.
For everybody, you can send an email there. Anything at all. If you want to get sent more videos like that, targeting on program groups and other things more in detail, we have everything for you. We don't want to just boggle up the show with a very long show, because everyone has not everyone, but a lot of people we're in a microwave society. So try to keep it short and simple. Get out of here. Sophie, any closing thoughts for you?
Yes, so for everyone who was here today, also who was new, you are probably invited by somebody. So please contact that person so you can get more information and their support on how to test one of these devices. And we're here for any additional questions and to send you more material. The best way is to start working on this device so that you can yourself scan your root or create your root cause analysis and find out what it is that you need to resolve any issues you might have. So that's just my end recommendation.
Cool. I'm gonna zap Sophie out of here. Thanks for everything you do, lady.
Bye, everybody.
We've got a
Thank
nice landing page website coming that will have so much more information on it probably in the next few days for everyone. But for now, bear with us. We didn't know how crazy things were going to get. Everybody wants to be involved in this thing because they see what is happening, and they know the people that they can't help but see the people that lives are changing. You know, like Karen, when they see her walking up and down her stairs without wearing her oxygen tank and those tubes in her nose anymore. And they're like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm getting myself off of oxygen." So the stories go on and on and on, and it's real, and you can't deny what's happening. So thanks for your patience, everyone. It got a little busy, but we got a nice team together, so everything's getting taken care of. Lickety split. Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you.
We're going to try and do a show, I think, on Saturday. We're not going to do it on Easter. We're going to try to do a show on Saturday at 4 or 5 o'clock.
He's coming in on Saturday from, I don't know, Prague or Germany. We'll see. I mean,
so we think it's going to be Saturday. So make sure you can write an email, ask it here, or you can link up to me on tenortalk.com with all my other social media. Just make sure you're connected, and we will let you know if the show is on Saturday. Thank you, Sophie. I'm sure I'll speak to you 10 times later with a couple of technical questions. And you're awesome. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you. You too.
So that's it, guys. Another great show. This is real. This is happening. I've shifted into this. God has made it very clear to me. I'm obsessed with this device because it is helping and changing people's lives that I love very much. and I know pretty much most of the people that it's helping, but very soon it's going to get out of control. But because it's going to be helping people. So send us an email if you want more information right there. Anything at all, send it to there. Try to be specific with us if something in particular that you're suffering with that you're trying to fix, or a friend or a family member, ask us about it. Don't write, a novel. Try to keep it short and sweet because a lot of emails are coming in. But get into detail with us and ask what your needs and what you're trying to accomplish for you or your friends and family, and we will get back to you and we will help you. And if you can make it happen, get yourself a Healy and return it in 2 weeks if you don't want. It's very simple. So let's do this, guys. Let's heal. Nothing can stop what is coming. It's already happening. Stop sitting at home and waiting for the med beds, because they're right here and they fit in your pocket. I'm Stephen Tenor Talk, where we speak truth. And from the heart, I love you all, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.